Easy now. Papa got things making headlines.
Come down. Ooh, you make my high come down. Always tripping when you come around. I'ma have to cut you off, like right now. You see, I don't want to drive me. You can say that for your mama. Maybe you should smoke some. Me try the marijuana. I was never you good. The vibe was straight. Showed you a couple of things and they ain't finna change. I treated you right. Everything was a gift from a time to your bag and the color on your lip. Yeah, you
Welcome to a special edition of Seahawks Man to Man, a YouTube exclusive. My name is Michael-Shawn and I'm here with my co-host, Christopher Kidd. Make sure you follow us both up on the tweet machine and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're watching this, you're already here, so just hit the button. Seahawks Man to Man on YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter at Mike Dugar, Mikedugar, still verified until Elon Musk takes it away. Chris, talk to him.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy, Christopher Kidd. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at CKIDD206 and that's CKid206.
All right, we are back with our YouTube exclusive, breaking down our plays of the week. This is the portion of Seahawks Man to Man where Chris and I pick a play or a player or two, and just that we really liked or that we didn't like from the Seahawks previous game. So these clips will be from Week 8, Seattle's win over the New York Giants at home. I am bringing you. I'm just going to show you guys some really good plays by Michael Jackson, left cornerback, and just why his spot is going to be really hard to take when Trey Brown comes back into the lineup. Chris is coming with the go-ahead touchdown from Geno to Tyler Lockett. Chris, you going to set it off first for us?
To be honest, man, the way you set it up, it almost felt like maybe you should go first. How do you still feel about that?
I can go first.
You might as well. The way you set it up, man, I was like, at this rate, man, you might as well just take the cake.
I could roll. Let's pull up that first Mike Jack clip for me. So this is one of their first third downs of the game. I mean, it's a third and long, and this is a man call. So everybody's just manned up. So I'll run the play through at first. You got Mike's got the outside guy. You can see based on how everyone turns and runs with their guy, everyone's in man, and everyone's in pretty sticky man coverage too. Like Daniel Jones. Didn't really have a lot of places to go here, but I really liked this play. This gets the defense off the field. You always got to love that. And it's a guy staying sticky on the route and getting his hand on the ball, which, I mean, if you're a cornerback, that's what you can ask for. Stay sticky to your guy, and the ball comes, make a play on it. It'd be nice to intercept it, but, like, you're getting your team off the field either way. All right, so we're going to focus on Mike Jack here in this play. So again, the Seahawks know they're a man. You can kind of tell Tariq Woolen at the top of the screen. He's pressed up on his guy. Mike Jackson here at the bottom of the screen, outside the numbers, is playing off man on his guy, which I thought was an interesting move because usually when you think about man, you think about how Tariq is playing it at the top of the screen here. And just from a personnel standpoint, this is the Cheetah package, their pass rush group. So they have Cheetah in their dime package. You got Ryan Neal. Jordan Brooks is the only inside linebacker. Kobe Bryant, Quandre, Josh Jones, and up front you got Shelby, Q Jeff, DT, and Uchenna Nwosu, along with Mike Jack at the bottom of the screen. So everybody's manned up. I think Ryan might blitz on this play. Does he blitz on this play? Let me play it too, just to make sure. Yep, he does. They send Ryan on a blitz, kind of playing the Jamal Adams role. So I'll roll it back to the beginning real quick. So they're manned up. Mike's an off man, and I actually think this is really good by Mike. Instead of like pressed up as Tariq is doing it, you can do it either way. But from Mike's view, again, it's third and long, and they got to get to about, I want to say like 30-ish. So from Mike's view, it's like, all right, I'm in man. I know that I can just watch him, and based on how he comes at me, he's probably either going to run one of three routes. He's either going to run an in route, and if he does, that cut is going to have to happen at the sticks. Otherwise, this dude's an idiot. Or he's going to run a curl, or he's going to run a hitch. Either way, all three routes are basically going to break at the sticks. So if you're playing it like Mike is, you can feel that coming off the based on how he the kind of the tempo of how he's running at you, and you just got to read him, and then you're just in position to break on whatever it is. Obviously, if dude turns and runs, then you turn and run with him. But this is kind of also an example of Mike knowing, the situation, knowing the receiver he's going against. I don't even know who the hell that dude is. I think he's wearing 84. But also just knowing the quarterback is Daniel Jones, and Daniel Jones is not really just airing nothing out, these days. Daniel Jones playing okay, but he's not airing nothing out. So, I'm going to play it real slow. So I said Mike's playing off of him. And I want you to watch Mike, because if he doesn't hesitate here, Mike could have got a pick. And so watch Mike hesitate a little bit. You see right there, look how he looks right now. It's like, damn. He tried to drive on it and then was like, shoot. He could be going deep. Oh, no. Okay, he's breaking. Catches him at this was like 3rd and 7. Still breaks at the top of the dude's break. And look at that. Drives right on it. Bang. And knocks on it. And then celebrates, obviously. I just thought this was really good awareness by Mike. A good example of, as complicated as football can be, so much of it on 3rd down in particular is just beating the guy across from you, right? And in this scenario, Mike was like, all right, I know what they're going to do. I know what Daniel Jones cannot do. All I got to do is see the sticks. And the reason that Mike hesitates a little bit is because you can see the sticks at the top of the screen. They got to get to the 30. This dude don't break to the 36, which is probably a little bit of a mistake on his part, because that makes the throw longer, and then Mike has a chance to break on it. I also just want a quick shout out to the top of the screen there. If you guys can see a little bit, Daniel Jones is actually looking front side. He wants to throw it to whoever Tariq is guarding, I believe, and Tariq's got that locked up. Shout out to Tariq. So that forces Daniel Jones to come backside, and by then, look at that, Mike's driving on it just like dude is, and then boom, gets his hand on the ball. That's just like textbook stuff there. Beat the guy across from you, win your man-to-man matchup, get the defense off the damn field, offense go out there and score. And that's Mike and man. Chris, can you pull up the next clip for me? So the next clip, I'll just play it straight through. This is a zone. Gets him off the field on 3rd and 5. That's Mike at the top of the screen, popping some tight end who I don't know the name of. Sorry, I don't have the Giants roster in front of me right now. These guys.
The important part is we're breaking down the Seahawks.
Yeah, these guys.
Yeah,
the Giants is a bunch of nameless, faceless dudes. It feels like. So this is cover two call, meaning that the safeties in the back end. That's Quandre Diggs and that's Josh Jones. They are helping over the top of Tariq Woolen and Mike Jack. Tariq at the bottom of the screen this time, Mike at the top. So cover 2 call allows Tariq and Mike to kind of sit a little bit so they can get physical off the line, and then they know they got help behind them, which is important because this is 3rd and 5. It's a little shorter, so you got to protect the underneath a little bit more because you don't want to just have them, hit a little quick joint. So let's watch Mike at the top of the screen here. So I like Mike's vision here, right? He sees where his guy's going, but he gone, right? So he can trust Josh at the top of the screen with that. And you look at the route distribution, there's really no other threats his way. And another smart thing here for Mike is, again, knowing the quarterback. It's Daniel Jones, man. He's not about to hit that high hole shot up there to the Giants sideline at the top of the screen. That's an advanced throw. As well as Daniel Jones playing this year, he ain't advanced. He just not. He's decent enough. He's the type of guy who you ask to just go out there and don't be the reason we lose. Don't fuck up. Trying to throw it over Mike's head right there, and then trying to get it past Josh Jones. That's how he would fuck that up. So instead, Mike sees that leaves. It's like, oh, okay. Well, now I can be aggressive on whatever else is in my zone, and I'm playing Daniel Jones. So what does he like to do? He likes to throw it in the flat to his right, in particular, because he's right-handed QB, I would assume. I don't know why, but that's what he likes to do. Scouting report, you watch Giants film, you'll see that's his, all right, if his internal clock goes off, dump it to the flat. All right, Mike knows that. Look where Mike is right here where I have it paused. Where's he at, Chris? The sticks. We play flag all the time. When it's 4th down or whatever, you tell them get to the sticks because that's where they have to get to. Get to the sticks, see where your threats are. Oh, ain't no threats? All right, well, Daniel Jones likes to get it in the flat. Let me drive on that. Bang. And knock that down. And then go celebrate. Let the Giants know that you ain't here messing with. Just one more time before I toss it to Chris. I just really like Mike can do it in man. Mike can do it in zone. You can tell he's got a feel for his assignments, the situations. All this is good situational football. You know, like you hear players talk about that. Coaches, this is good situational football. Know where the sticks are, know how they like to attack you, know where you got your help. In this case, it's knowing he got Josh Jones's help, understanding the route distribution, and then go make a damn play. Even if this guy catches the ball, he doesn't have it. But Mike makes sure he doesn't even catch it, which is good for your passer rating and stuff like that, you know, for your corner. Make sure the dude don't even catch it, you know, lower your completion percentage allowed and everything. And the one last time to run through it, this deserves yet another shout out to the front side of the play, because I think who Daniel Jones wants initially, yeah, you can see it in his eyes. He wants the front side of this, which is covered by Kobe and mostly Kobe. Kobe kind of eliminates two guys right there. And then that forces, again, Mike on the backside. Oh, I can be aggressive. Bang. So I think Mike Jack started a little slow in some cases, but like he's done really well. And this is an example. This is probably his best game as a Seahawk, and this is why. Because he was able to help his team get off the field, understand the situation, down a distance, personnel, and then know when he could be aggressive to go make a play, whether man or in zone. So I thought that was really impressive by Mike Jack. And with Trey Brown coming back, because the Seahawks already waived Sidney Jones, with Trey Brown coming back to the lineup, maybe not this week, but maybe next week, like people are wondering where's Trey Brown going to fit in. He's going to have to outplay that dude, number 30. And that's not going to be easy because number 30 is playing really just consistently hard-hitting, disciplined football, man. So shout out to Mike Jack, who had Michael Jackson on his cleats for this game, too, by the way. Yeah, no, shout out to Mike Jack. He's playing hard. It's gonna be really hard for Trey Brown to just jump right into the lineup with how well Mike is playing.
Yes, indeed. I will, of course, go to the offensive side of football. Surprise there, right, guys? No, not really. I actually have back-to-back plays because, believe it or not, the first play, it's a setup. The second play, it's a money shot. And I'll go through that and explain it. So, as you can see, the Seahawks come out in 12 personnel. Let me back it up a little bit so you guys can see everybody. So, at the bottom of the screen, you'll have DK Metcalf. At running back, you have Kem Walker, and you have two tight ends. So you'll have Will Dissly, Noah Fant at the 50, and then you got Tyler Lockett on the far side at the top of your screen. So, again, 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, 1 running back. The Giants, they're in a nickel formation. If you look at how it's set up, you can already get a feel that, okay, this is definitely going to be a zone defense. There's going to be holes. There's going to be areas where you can attack. This is just a simple concept. DK, there's 2 parts here. But we're first going to watch DK's route because it's just a quick out. Quick out, first down, real easy, something light. Geno's probably testing to see, okay, where can I go with here? He reads it, throws it one way, and throws it right to DK. So just watch it as we develop it. Here's the first play. He's going to go straight to DK on the out route. Easy, money, right? So now you saw what DK did. Simple out route. I want you guys to pay attention now to the top of the screen with Tyler Lockett and see what he does. It's a simple curl route, comeback, hitch. Everyone has a different title for it. I just call it a curl, but you'll hear hitch, you'll hear comeback. We'll just call it a curl here. So it's about 7-8 yard curl for Tyler Lockett here. So watch my top of your screen. He goes to the sticks. Everybody caught that, right? And to be honest, I want more effort from Tyler Lockett, but I get it. He's in those scenarios in certain times in a game. I'm not saying players take time off, rest, whatever the case may be. But we all know Ty's a little bit faster than that. But the thing is, I want you guys to pay attention to it. When he runs it, because the Seahawks come out in the same formation, 12 personnel, they literally run the same play. The only difference is to stop and go. So we're going to watch Tyler Lockett again at the top of the screen. Really great effort, right? Yeah. To be honest, if Geno wanted to, he could have hit Tyler right in the numbers, and Tyler would have made a catch for it. Maybe first down, maybe short of the sticks. No worry there. So we're going to run through it. DK gets the catch, goes out of bounds. Cool. All right. Line up. Same formation. The Giants change anything? Doesn't look like it, although you see the safety here. He drops to the middle, but now he's backing out. Both corners are deep. Another zone look again. Literally, watch DK if you want to start things off. Watch everybody's route. It's literally the same play. The only difference is Tyler Lockett gets jiggy with it. And what Tyler did that was so fascinating to me on this play, the speed. He didn't change anything. Only thing he did differently was stop and go. And if you're a corner in this scenario, you're thinking, he already ran a curl on me. I'm going to jump the hell out of this. I'm going to pick it off. And just the subtle movement of a DB thinking he can make a play on it, it gives separation for Tyler Lockett, who runs a really simple route. Again, if we watched it from the first time he did it and the second time, there's no change in speed. Tyler Lockett's running the same speed. The only difference is he gets a little hezzy, like, oh, I'm going back to the football for a hitch. And the DB who bites on it is now in trouble. So we're going to start it again. You're going to watch it. Huh? Ooh. So you can already tell who's out of position.
It ain't Tyler.
Look at the DB's eyes. He is like, oh, I got a pick six. And Ty's like, gotcha. Ty is able, and we watch how fast Tyler's running it. Tyler was not going full speed. Tyler was going probably, no disrespect, T-Lock, 75, if 80%. And look at the separation he gets on 75, 80 before exploding into the route to complete the catch. And look, that's 1, 2, about 3 to 4 yard separation. And I think we can all agree Tyler was going 75, 80% before he exploded on the up the field. That is true route running. Another great pass. Shout out to the O-line for holding that down for a little bit. It only took 4 seconds, but if a defender is able to get into the backfield, that erases the entire play. That's not the case here, and that leads to Tyler Lockett with an easy walk-in touchdown. Because remember, he dropped it earlier. He dropped the pass earlier, but Seahawks were like, we're going to go back to it. It's a perfect setup. And I want you guys to keep in mind that the Seahawks set it up perfectly. I know, Mike, you wrote in the story that dropped on Sunday after the game that Tyler Lockett gave him a signal to, I'm doing a double move. I honestly watched this 1,000 times. I didn't see one signal. Maybe I missed it. Clearly I did. But the fact that they ran literally the same play, DK did an out route, Disley comes over the middle, Fant's taking up the seam, and they have Lockett on a hitch and go. That's perfect. What more could you ask for? That's a great play call by Shane, great read, and another great route by Tyler Lockett. So I'll run through the whole thing again. You guys already seen what DK's doing. So just watch Tyler Lockett. Watch him on this. Comes through. I'm open, which is crazy. My man ran 75% and is still open on a curl route when the DB's playing off coverage. All right, cool. Tyler Lockett's like, all right, we're going to do it again. Set, go. Gotcha. Ooh, sorry. Pew! Laser. Touchdown.
Great ball.
Great ball. Well, easy balls. DB wasn't even in sight. You could have underthrown him, and it would have still been a touchdown. That's how much separation Tyler Lockett created, even though he wasn't going 90%. He exploded out of that break going 90, but when he came up there, he was like, touchdown. So I just want to give another salute to Tyler Lockett on another great route ran and a great ball by Geno. And shout out to DK and the rest of the guys for running the same concept, making it look the same, because that's what separates great wide receivers and great route runners, being able to set up a play, run it the same way. Oh, they're doing the same play. Are they stupid? No, we're actually not. We're setting this up for someone else to make a play. So pay attention to that, because I'm sure the Seahawks are going to test this, especially against the Cardinals, whose defense is shaky at best. They don't have elite corners, so I expect a couple of deep passes, maybe a couple of double moves from DK this week, and maybe not Tyler Lockett, because both of these guys are capable of making a play like that. DK is more explosive in that regard, but don't get it twisted. Again, Tyler Lockett, I'll just run through it on the second part of it. He gets busy, even though it looks like, the ball's not going to me. Psych! And then Geno with the just easy touch pass to him for 6. So another outstanding week from the Seahawks offense and defense, as you can see, as we both had a play, and they got the W against the New York Giants. But again, we want to thank you guys for tapping in and checking us out. We appreciate all the love. We're seeing it, especially on the comments on YouTube. Thank you guys for checking us out. And we'll come back with more, especially after a divisional game NFC division game between the Cardinals and the Seahawks. The Seahawks go on the road. Mike, anything you want to add before we get out of here?
Yeah, Geno just deserves a little second shout out for that ball with the hitch. Timed the hitch up perfectly. Yeah. He just played off Adori's aggressiveness perfectly. Geno hitches, and that's what gets Adori too to bite. It's just perfectly executed on the fly. To do that on the fly is like drawing some shit up in the sand. Like, hey, do this. All right, change your whole footwork, change everything. and make it happen. No, that's good work by all parties involved. Shane for getting back to the call, Tyler for seeing it, Geno for executing it. Just it's very similar to the Mike Jack thing in terms of beat the guy in front of you. However you need to beat the guy in front of you. And in our offense, you beat the guy in front of you, we score. Defense, you beat the guy in front of you, we get off the field or we score. But usually just get off the field. So yeah, that was two great examples of just great one-on-one play, recognition, knowing the situation, understanding how the other guy is trying to attack you in either case. Just like that's how football should look. I almost had a run fit that I was going to do this week. I
Getting into the nitty-gritty.
I had it picked out and everything. I broke it down and I just decided to go with Mike Jack instead. So next week I'll try to do a run play, whether it's a run fit on defense or a run right where it's blocked on offense. Either way.
Yeah, I can't make no promises. I'm not elite on that standpoint. I know my DBs. I know a little bit of linebacker play. I know my safeties. I know wide receivers. You start talking run fits, man, I'm gonna have to send you film, Mike, and be like, all right, man, we're gonna have a conversation here.
Well, I mean, you can send it to me and I can talk to the guy who's involved and the guy, there's always that. That's what I did this week. I saw a run fit on tape and I brought it to the guy who was involved in making the play. And I was like, hey, what'd you see here? Is this what I saw? And he was like, yep, you saw it right. I was like, oh, that's perfect. Let me take this to the show. And then I watched the D again. I was like, oh no, Mike Jack.
I go Mike.
He had his best game as a Seahawk.
I think you did it because his name is also Mike, but that's just my opinion.
Nah, he had 3 PBUs in this game.
He played really well.
Yes, I was like, damn, like that's hard
tough to do.
Yeah, that's tough to do in one game. So I thought he was really good at this. Also, what happens when you play a team with bad receivers. But anyway,
that helps.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Special edition of Seahawks Man to Man, our YouTube exclusive. Appreciate the love and support that we've been getting. We're trying to bring it to you guys every week. Something special from each game, good or bad. They keep winning, so far everything's been good. So we're even gonna try to do it next week when I'm in Germany. So yeah, that's on the docket. Until then, we'll just catch you guys on YouTube and on Spotify, Apple, and The Athletic, and wherever else for our post-game recap of Seahawks Cardinals for Week 9. Yeah, Week 9 matchup down in Glendale. Until then, we're out. Peace.